always think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch. Switch not a day in my life. Just know me, my dogs, stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch and you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not save us, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out for this, I never switch, I never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist,
I was legit ever since I blew. They all on my. Hey, back then didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long. I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my 50. Ex slick then hit with the. Back then used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things pull out the VIP. Suck turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Grip.
Ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist, ice in the wrist,
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the New York Jets and the Houston Texans. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
On the double. Mike, 56, right there, 56. Good trap. Check it back. Look, squeeze. Shoot.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Rock it, snap.
Going to give this time to the tailback. He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Come on, set, 50, plant. Like Andy Rowe, I'm going to run you over. Go. Check 15, check 5.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Second and 9 now. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 37.
First down, New York.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line.
Check 4. Hey, lock it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Check back. Watch out. Look at me. Go. Kill. Hey, turn it out. Shit. Watch the snap. Check three. Shit. Go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Set, ready? 8, read. Back. Ready?
They'll look to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Ito Smith, his first carry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Watson now to throw. And this one complete to Will Fuller. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too.
And the Texans, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Set. 19. Mike, 58, right there. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Alert 3, alert 3. And 24. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping.
Watson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Quinnen Williams able to get him for a loss of about 3.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, alert, alert. Bang, bang, bang.
Here's Watson. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Joker, 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 Joker. Hey, 59. Check 99. Check 99.
Here we go on 4th. Watson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quinnen Williams, and that will force a turnover on downs. The D brought the house, they called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz. And in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Right here. Check.
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
31. Alert. Choose the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the middle.
They'll run it here with Smith. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down now, it's Smith. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Watson. And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
25, check 25. You go tight. You got tight. You got 59. He's checking. Let's go.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
24. We taking win, 22. 22.
On 1st and 10, Watson steps away to his left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again is Watson. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll try and run for it with Smith. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They'll run with Smith and try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Now a handoff looking right. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Here we go, set, Timbo. Hey, pick your game up. Hey, foxtrot. 91 is the mark. Here we go, D. Check 91, shoot.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Fielded at the 33. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go on? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Willis able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. Wide open receiver complete. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. 3rd and long. It's Watson. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Set. 18 games. Buzz. Look at me. Zipper.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Set. 19. 24. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Switch.
49. Check 49. Check 49.
Check 3. 24. Slam.
Now a first down throw. Watson flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. They'll set up the screen to Smith. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Pretty quiet, G. We're pretty quiet. 52. 52. Hey, keep it up. 52 is the mic right here over there.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He's got a first down or more inside the 30. He finds his target, Fuller. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 21.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Watson's pass, incomplete in the end zone. It's now 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Mike 59. Mike 52. Hey, defense, let's go.
Here's Watson to throw again. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
First and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty great for to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To throw is Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. It's caught inside the 25. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
Hey, alert 3.
A first down carry for Smith. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Where's the set? 19. 52. Come on. 59. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. I'm coming. Slam. Let him go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson eluding the pressure right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Check nickel.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 37-yard line. Ready? 15, line. 15 line.
Motion, 89, 89. Watch 89. But, you gotta get the point. Get on the point. Bravo. Check 91. 91 is the Mike. Mike 91. Hey, man.
Second and 11. He finds his man Johnson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down, Jets.
So a first and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40.
Go. You got motion man right there. Get it.
Going to give this time to the tailback. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the run. Hey, swore out. Bam. Check. Hey, high 7.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
He's tight on the right. You got 3 down.
And the blitz does come. And he'll complete this one to Barrios. And he's taken down inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 29-yard line.
First down, Jets.
Set. 60 or. Here we go. Hard. Here we go.
They'll run on first down. Sanders. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
He has a lead in. From his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. 2nd and 15. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. We'll give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Go.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, orbit. Check 91. 91 is the Mike. Mike 91. Check pass. Five.
They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Shift, shift.
Smooth. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Go. Blue down, blue down. 56 the Mike.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Back to throw again. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Gary Jennings there to make the grab. And the Jets have taken the lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Now Ito Smith. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
52's the Mike. 31!
Check 52.
On 2nd down, it's Evans. This time able to hold on to the football, but not much room to run.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now Watson, he's got Fuller. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Well, that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Smith. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the Jets' 48-yard line.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. So we got man.
Out of the gun, Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. From the gun, Watson. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Jordan Willis able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
That's trash. He's coming, double up. Hey,
now Watson throwing on 3rd and long. Flush to his right. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Watson. Open man is QT, complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Right now, you know that the heart is pumping for Kaimi Fairbairn. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. On the carry, here's Smith. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. Right now, you know that the heart is pumping for Kaimi Fairbairn. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Right now, you know that the heart is pumping for Kaimi Fairbairn. This to advance to the divisional round. And the kick is good. He got it. And it's official now. They're going to the playoffs. And Charles, on the losing side of things, you know, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of hope and anticipation. Tough to have that all snuffed out so quickly.
It really is. You're one of 12 teams when the playoffs begin that still has a chance to win the Super Bowl. So that's pretty darn good. And as you often talk about, a lot of hope when the playoffs start. Well, that ended for them. But when they look back, they'll have a lot to be proud of and see if they turn the page towards the next season.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.